Welcome back to MLG Pro Sim. If you're wondering if you want a code, well, congratulations to @TheKingBoo.
Boo.
You're going to win a 1-month Game Bounce premium code. Make sure you follow me on Twitter @RevanJB. I'll DM you a code after the show is over. But don't worry, we're going to have more contests for you if you want to win a code. In fact, coming up next, if you tweet along with #MLG who you think is going to win this map along with the score, whoever gets the closest score, of course, also guessing which team wins, you'll get a code.
Who are you picking?
I'm going to go with MRKN Gaming, and my score is going to be 250 to 130.
I picked MRKN Gaming to win this map, but I want to beat you in this little guessing thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to take UNiTE, and I'm going to
Okay.
take them 234 to 200 coming back on the final hill.
234 to 200? That's a really weird score.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
I'm thinking you're going to be wrong here.
I mean, that's
Maybe I
weird
might not be right, but you're definitely wrong.
Well, if you're not right and I'm wrong, then we're both wrong, which
Yeah.
means one of you out there probably is correct.
I mean, I don't think we could win the codes.
No, we can't.
It'd be nice.
And I don't think anyone should probably listen to our scores because they were pretty bad.
I mean, mine was 250 to 130. I mean, I'm kind of basing that
That's
off
a
the
blowout.
first hard point. Yeah.
I think it's going to be closer than that. You know, Killa seems like he's on fire right now.
But, you know, all of MRKN, when it's hard point and they're showing up with the slaying department with some machine guns, then they're a scary team to beat.
That's true, but I think UNiTE's got a ton of momentum right now, you know.
Yeah, they won 2 maps in a row.
Yeah, coming back. I think they're going to take this hard point.
All right, so it's all tied up, 3 maps apiece. The next map, it's going to be standoff hardpoint. Tweet along with #MLG. Who do you think is going to win the game, as well as the score? And if you get that right, I mean, the closest score, of course, it's be pretty tough to get it down to the.
If you get the exact
second.
score,
If you get the
most
exact
likely
score, I'll
cheated.
give you 3 codes.
Wow, it's a lot of codes.
That's 3 months of Game Bounce Premium.
If you get the exact score,
Yeah.
that's impressive. If you can guess the exact score,
If you
and
get the
winner,
exact score, but you guess the wrong team to win, well, you're out of luck.
that would stink. Imagine
Yeah.
that happening. That would stink.
But make sure you tweet along with #MLG, and then we could track that. But we're just waiting on Parasite to switch teams, so we could talk for a bit, Mr. Actually, want to talk about some standoff hardpoint?
I'll talk about some stand-up hard point.
All right, so the most important hills on this one, I'm going to go green and back red, but you could also control the blue hill for a long time if you get the proper setup.
yeah, I think the blue hill and the red hill are probably the 2 most important, and I think the rotation from blue to red is the most important. You know, I think the best way to rotate is probably through the mid building and back alley and into green, because if you rotate that other way and you don't get that spawn, you end up spawning like mid street and you spawn back alley, and it's really split. But if you can pick up kills on rotation back alley and through mid one, they spawn directly behind that hill and you can rack up streaks that way.
Yeah, I don't like when teams push packages to try to get control of the red
I
hard
don't like
point.
that.
It's easier if you go through height, you could go from the top side and you go through the door at the same time. And even just having a threat of some guy being up top, it could make the players who are controlling the hard point a little bit uneasy, because now you got to watch the door and you got to worry about the guy coming from the stairs, and then you could easily get distracted from that.
You're right, I completely agree 100% with that. If you can get a guy up top, and even if the other team just calls him out and they know he's up top, they're still always thinking about, like, is that guy going to come down the stairs? Like, where is he? Like, did he jump out and go to packages? Is he still up top? And usually that's when you can see a team, the guy just comes, takes a few shots from up top. Oh my god, that guy's coming from up top. He looks, boom, you're dead, and then they have control of the hill.
Yeah, but speaking more on the rotation from blue to red, I like when teams go through wood building. They push up through the map, they go around through Ella, they go from bottom wood. I think going back alley, I mean, you could definitely do it, but it takes a little bit too long for my liking.
It takes a little bit too long, you know.
Plus, I mean, there's so many corners you got to check around there. You could have one guy just sitting front gas, in gas, side green. I mean, I don't want to look in all those corners.
Right, but I feel like most of the time if you're going to rotate from there, you've gotten a ton of time. And that the team is rotated early. And usually when they rotate early, they stay more near the hard point, the actual red building. Maybe you'll see a guy up top, a guy in red, a guy packages, and a guy hay. So you're pretty clear to work through there.
Okay.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
But, I mean, if you go through wood, if you go through Ella, you throw a smoke cutting off gas station. That helps you out so much. Then you
Yeah.
could just immediately run to the blue van. You could take top green control. You can right into the stables. And then you can work with that position from there.
That's one thing we haven't seen a lot of lately. You know, people switching over to tons of tacticals, you know, and rightfully so. They're a huge part of the game. But we haven't seen the use of smokes really effectively on hardpoint anymore. We saw it a little bit on CTF. I believe it was from UNiTE, you know, from bad side smoking that street and getting an easy pull. but we haven't seen it a lot on hardpoint. I believe, like you said, I think on those 2 hills, they could be extremely effective smokes.
Yeah, I love smoke grenades. I've actually seen some people actually using Tactician, which allows you to have 2 tactical grenades. You know, you use like an EMP or a smoke grenade together.
Even something like Danger Close is extremely effective, you know, that we haven't seen a ton of people use. Have 2 frag grenades, maybe double stun, double nade. That could be a lethal combo.
Lots of stuff to think about. Thank you, Treyarch, for implementing all these cool wild cards. That was a pen that dropped. Don't be too concerned. I may have hit it off.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
It has feelings. It's a pen.
All right, but standoff hardpoint. I guess MRKN Gaming was going to take this, and Rose, this is the guy that's going to be on top of the leaderboard.
Yeah? Are you going to come out and say that 100% right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I believe.
Okay, leading into the hardpoint, he gets taken out by Kill off the start, but let's stay on board Rose through the respawn here. Now, attacking this middle hardpoint, you're going to need a smoke grenade to cover the cross from the statue. You see that there's smokes over near the middle truck, but if you don't smoke it, then you're just going to get picked apart by the assault rifles from UNiTE.
Right, and a lot of what we just saw right there is, and we're seeing right now from MRKN, is we're seeing a lot of just single pushes, just individual pushes on the hill. I think you really need to get together and make 2 or 3 really good attempts and push it together as a team before you start rotating. And look, exactly what we saw right there. You know, Too Quick really didn't do much right there on that, but he was right there to pick up those kills in case Rose died, and that was a good push.
And now it's going to be Study inside the hardpoint. He gets taken out, but Too Quick, around 20 seconds is when you want to start pushing back alley. He finds one there on the kill. As you see, MRKN there lighting up the kill feed, and Too Quick, he's got some work to do in the back alley. He's going to find one here. Takes out Nameless, but he sees more players. Actually, 3 more players from UNiTE Gaming. They're going to push him. He gets taken out. Who's there to clean up the slack? It's going to be Study here. He gets picked apart by Killa as well.
And those are 2 huge kills from Killa, because if you see on your mini-map at the bottom, that spawned both of MRKN's players all the way at Playground, which now they're completely away from the point, and it's going to be difficult for MRKN to hold it.
Guess who's got Scorestreaks?
Rose.
Yeah, he's going to use the War Machine here, finds one up top, and he gets the assist from Too Quick's grenade, but he's just going to bombard this UNiTE Gaming team off spawn. He gets taken out there. Bloods, I believe, was on the 3 kill streak. He's juggling the hardpoint. Okay, so you didn't get any Scorestreaks, and this is like the worst spawn you could get.
Right now, if I'm Bloods, I stay here and I just start locking it down. You know, like we were saying, Grandma and Red is where you're going to get the chunk of your time on this map. And his position right now, I believe he should be going back to Hay, but you know, it looks like he's going to play Hill, so this is a good spot that he can lock down L wall.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be a bit aggressive on the cutoffs here, and for good reason. There's still 10 seconds remaining. You don't really got to worry about the spawns until the hardpoint actually pops up. So you see Study, he's roaming the L wall. You got Rose controlling the playground, and you got Too Quick over near the back alley, and just in case Bloods, he's checking his back. So they got a great spread around the map right now.
Yeah, you know, UNiTE spawned extremely far away, so they gave up, let's say they gave up 25, 30 seconds. They're going to get that back if they just get 2 waves of kills right here. So it's not a bad trade out of for MRKN, but you know, they got to just hold this hill.
All right, so you got Kill on a 4 kill streak. He's set up near the bottom stairs. Does earn his Scorestreaks with that kill there. So Lightning Strike Hellstorm definitely going to help them out, especially since Rose, he's the guy with Scorestreaks for MRKN. He still has some War Machine grenades to use, but it's going to be Parasite inside the hardpoint right now for UNiTE. Here comes Rose, finds one on the roof. There goes Kill as 2 kills were made in favor of MRKN. It's going to be Study leading the way up this staircase, but Rose gets his back as he takes out Merc.
And you know, MRKN can hold, like, if they can get this hill right here, it'll be huge time. That was a huge kill from Parasite because, you know, if MRKN could have got that most of this time, it would have went into the next hill, almost tied, and it looked like they were getting kills on rotation too.
Nice try from Parasite, trying to juggle the hard point there, but he also has streaks to work with, as he also has a Lightning Strike and a Hellstorm with. So things are looking pretty good for UNiTE Gaming. They currently have a 30-point lead, and Parasite, he's going to find some action here, but as soon as the action calms down, I'm going to pop up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, streaks on this map I feel like aren't as big as it is on other maps, you know, because you have the green hill, which is pretty much completely inside, like cover. Then you have the red and blue hills, which are both inside, you know, and it's hard to really get the anchor out because it's so easy to get inside buildings that streaks are mainly used mostly on transition in this map.
Yeah, on transition and to break the anchor point. Like on this hard point, you'll have your teammates stack gas, stack the green hard point, and then call on the Hellstorm to clear off the anchor as they push into hay. So Scorestreaks, they're not mainly used to pick up the players inside the hard point, but the players on the outsides.
Right, yeah. And right now from MRKN, I think with 14 seconds left, you just need to rotate. Going into the second round of hard points, being down only 40 seconds isn't too bad. You know, you can make that up pretty easily, and you can get significant time on this middle hill too if they play it right.
Yeah, the middle hard point, it's an exception though. You could easily kill players off with Scorestreaks, and Parasite, he's still got some work, but so does Kill. So 2 lightning strikes available to call in, but Study not putting in work inside the hard point, and he's the guy to step up for the team. So you got Rose and Too Quick, they're going to be the roaming submachine gun slayers. Bloods, he's the anchor. Study, he's going to step up as the hard point player.
Right, and you know, Study is playing a great job in the objective role, and you know, with Rose slaying like this, I mean, I'm really excited to see this team on land.
Yeah, I can't wait for, especially Rose. This is, I guess, the land he goes to will be his first major event that he's going. Will be attending.
I mean, he's played phenomenal, you know, and he brings this to land. I mean, he's going to be exciting to watch in person, man.
Yeah, I can't wait, but he gets taken out there, and now you got Kill It. He's got the hot hand once again. 4 kills for you, but okay, that was only their coach that left the game, Merkin's squad. So no players dropping out just yet. Here comes the lightning strike from Kill as he's very close to doubling up on his streaks, but Rose, he's not going to let that happen. But still, Merkin there trailing by around 60 points.
Right, you know, I had a feeling Kill was going to go off. He's been going off pretty much all series for UNiTE, and you know, in these big games, like, there are players that they live for like big games, and Kill is one of those guys. You know, he really cares about how his team plays and how he plays individually, and he's just coming up huge right now.
That is some unfortunate timing for Nameless. As soon as he pings the lightning strike, someone from Merkin jumps in and takes him out, but here comes a Hellstorm missile for UNiTE, trying to take out one player in the back. Got it, but Kill continuing to get kill after kill inside the hard point as UNiTE Gaming, they have a 90-point lead right now. Kill does earn his Hellstorm missile there, but he really wants to get the lightning strike in the War Machine.
Right, and I mean, this is the reason why UNiTE picked up Killa, right? You know, to become a dominant hardpoint team. And you're seeing dominant hardpoint play out of Killa right now, you know. He's extremely close to his lightning strike too, which would be even bigger if he can pick this up. Yeah,
I was way off with my prediction. I should have predicted UNiTE to win by that score, as they're now up by 110 points. Kill won't find any action. Let's look at our scoreboard. 26-11 with 9 defense. Nameless has 9 captures. He's put in work as well, but he's only 12-13.
You know, Merkin has a ton of captures, you know, but they're just not getting enough time. It might be too much juggling on the hard point.
I feel like their captures are from UNiTE juggling the hard point.
Right, yeah, no, that's a good point. But could you juggle the hard point too much to where you're not really getting time and it could hinder your team?
I don't think so, because when you're juggling the hard point, it's because it gets contested. So you're not earning those points anyway. You just, maybe you feed 1 second to the other team and then you try to challenge the kill. I mean, you keep the same positioning that you've been in. So
yeah.
I actually like when they juggle, especially since it's such a split-second decision to do it.
No, I agree, but I think at sometimes too is that you can go to juggle it and you can die, and then you're not getting streaks. You're kind of even giving the other team more streaks. So
kind of like what Kill is doing here.
Exactly what Kill is doing right here, you know. So I mean, it has exactly. I'm a mind reader, bro.
Yeah, it works out for Killer there as he earns some more score streaks, calls in the Hellstorm missiles. He's 2 inside the hardpoint, 1 more over near the player ground. So he's actually going to use the lightning strike here as well as the hardpoint just popped up. So picks up 1, there goes Study, but only going to get 1 there, and I assume he's going to pull out the War Machine as well.
And you know, he's spawning them way far out. Wow. It looks like Too Quick just spawned behind Grandma, which that's just an unlucky spawn. And you know, UNiTE is just going ham right now.
Yeah, whenever you spawn there, you might as well just kill yourself, and it'll probably work out in the end, save you some time. But Killa now on a 9 kills for UNiTE Gaming. They only need 36 more points to close this one out. Killa inside the hard point. Good luck trying to kill him. Blood's now heating up. He's got some score streaks to work with here, but it just might be a little too late for Merkin here.
And, you know, yeah, it most likely is a little bit too late for Merkin, you know. And we just really didn't see a ton of play on the hill from them. In the other hard points, they were getting those huge clutch kills on the hill, and we just really didn't see that this game.
Okay, so very dominating performance right now from UNiTE Gaming, but okay, so there's 2 minutes left. That's 120 seconds. Technically, it's still possible for you, Merkin here. There's still time left on the clock, but they gotta put in some serious work.
Yeah, you know, they're gonna need some serious work right now, and it looks like Blood's gonna actually use his Hellstorm, and he might actually. Yeah, he's got to, and he hit a guy in Shag, but you know, that flak jacket comes in huge right there.
And here comes the War Machine. I believe that's going to be Killa whipping that out. Rose inside the hard point. He just earned himself a Hellstorm missile. Not sure if he has the lightning strike. Yes, he does. So this is actually very big for Merkin Gaming. And there goes the War Machine. Rose trying to go off in one of the final hard points here. As now it's only a 50-point game, Mr. X. Merkin Gaming, they're starting to climb back.
And you know, this rotation right here on this next hill is going to be huge. If they can get control of this back spawn and they can get control of this green hill, which it looks like they're spawning gas, which is huge right now. They can get a ton of time, and this can be a lot closer than we originally thought, Revan.
They need these 20 seconds, those 60 seconds remaining in the game. It's just about a 60-point game, so, you know, Mr. X, you got to tell them they need every point here.
Right, and they got to get inside this next hill and get set up because they're fighting too much for
It's
the middle
over.
hill right now. Yeah.
With those last few seconds they didn't get on the middle, hard point is now mathematically impossible.
Especially at this
MRKN.
contest too, yeah. Just huge plays right there. You know, they needed one person to really they put themselves in a bad situation by going down a lot.
I mean, when you got someone doing this to you, 41 and 20 with 11 defense.
Yeah, Killer's just going off.
It's going to be tough. I mean, if you add up all the defense for MRKN Gaming, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Killer has just as many as the whole other team combined.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, you know, right there at the end, they needed somebody to really go huge in that middle hard point and almost hold it single-handedly for that last 15, 20 seconds and really make sure they get those back spawns. And, you know, they almost did it backwards. They had 3 guys, and I believe Too Quick was over in green, and they really just couldn't get a good hold of it.
I mean, you see Rose, he went off as well, 30 and 29, but the difference between him and Killer there were the amount of defense Killer got. Killer just did more work inside the hard point where kills count for so much more than on rotation.
Right, you know, they got those important kills in the hill. You know, the defense and captures is really what when in hard point. You know, Killer just went off. I believe he probably had, how many sets of score streaks do you think he had? I think probably 3 or 4.
Yeah.
You know,
225, 188.
Yeah, and when you get, I mean, look at Nameless.
Let me write it down.
Yeah, he has 12 captures. I mean, they were just doing a really good job of just baiting and switching out of the hard point, juggling for points, and picking up your friend that pen to write down the score.
Yep.
Do you remember the score?
225 to 188.
Okay.
So if you guys guessed UNiTE to win that map by a score of around 225 to 188, Ron, he's going to get on Twitter. He's going to look at that MLG hashtag.
I was actually kind of close.
Kind of close.
I said 234 to 200.
Yeah.
I'm like a few numbers off each way.
Yeah. I was way off, though. My prediction was terrible. But
Respect.
UNiTE Gaming, they take the lead in the pro scrim right now. They go up 4 maps to 3. So if they take the win on the next map, which will be Express Search and Shoei, they'll be crowned the victors.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, just a huge comeback from UNiTE Gaming. And I really think it has to go back to experience, you know. Just when you get in, like, down in a series at, like, LAN or at an event, and you can come back and you can take that experience and just translate it anywhere. I mean, you can come back from anything, and I think we're just seeing right now just experienced players making a big comeback.
All right, so we're heading to a quick break. When we return, we're going to see if UNiTE can close out MRKN Gaming on Express Search and Destroy.